thank you for supporting our partners at the Bowling Green Area Chamber of Commerce.
I'm Morgan Hoover. Join us weeknights for WNKY News 40 at 5.
Want justice? Go to judgejudy.com. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
Is what you're telling me going back to the apartment that you shared together has to do with her buying you a new mattress?
Yes.
And that's a $3,000 mattress.
No, don't be ridiculous. She's not going to get $3,000 for a mattress. What size bed do you have?
A California king.
It would be a fair statement that since you have no documentation in front of you, you have no receipt for this mattress because it was a gift.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Now you have a counterclaim. And your counterclaim is that her dog damaged some of your clothes. I don't care.
Your Honor, Pudge, he has this ointment.
I don't care. You moved in with dogs. I don't care. Her dog has ointment and rubs his face on your clothes. I don't care. That's what you moved in with. You have to give us $600 for a new mattress. We're done. Thank you.
Always excuse me. Step out.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. And on the next Judge Judy.
My opinion's the only one that counts.
You know, dogs are dogs. She came in. I shouldn't have to replace her mattress because she knows what dogs do.
She admitted that her dog had soiled my bed.
I refused to touch it.
$600 isn't even... I can't do this.
And also, it didn't smell, so I had no idea.
I'm not going to live with her. I'm just going to pay my rent.
I don't think that there's going to be a friendship anymore.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us tonight for News 40 at 5. I'm Morgan Hoover.
And I'm Chris Allen. Welcome to a Thursday evening in which we came close to a record high today.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's hard
3
to
degrees
believe.
shy
Wow.
of the record.
It was warm today.
It was warm. What we need, we still have the high fire danger, but we need some rain. We're going to start to get some rain coming in late tonight. I think it's going to be after midnight. There you can see the clouds increasing from our west ahead of a fast-moving cold front that will bring us the rain later this evening and throughout the day tomorrow. As I mentioned, 76 was our high today. The record 79, only a 3-degree difference, and that 79 set way back in 1931. 49 was our low this morning. 37 is the normal. We're now 6 inches behind on rainfall, but starting late tonight, showers move in, about a 50% chance. Otherwise, we'll see a low of 58. How much rain are we going to get out of this system and the next one to come? I'll answer that question coming up in just a few minutes. Morgan?
All right, Chris, we begin with a disturbing story out of Logan County tonight, where a former Kentucky district judge is facing several charges after threatening to slash the car tires of parents attending a Thanksgiving school lunch. The Logan County Sheriff's Office says that around 11 o'clock this morning, they got a call about a woman standing outside of Auburn Elementary with a knife. The school was hosting a Thanksgiving lunch for students and their families at the time. Deputies say Sue Carol Browning, a former District 7 judge, was holding a butcher knife and threatening to slash the tires of cars in a parking lot near the school. When deputies arrived, they saw Browning slash 2 tires on a vehicle. When confronted, Browning ran from deputies into her personal business to get rid of the knife before being arrested. Browning is facing several charges, including disorderly conduct, criminal mischief, and fleeing or evading police. Well, if you're planning a camping trip to Mammoth Cave Park this weekend, listen up. The national park has placed a burn restriction on all open fires. The restriction, effective immediately, includes campfires in the park's 3 front country campgrounds and in all backcountry campsites and picnic areas. Park officials say gas camp stoves are permitted but should be closely watched during use. The restriction is due to an elevated fire danger, corresponds with the Edmonson County burn ban that was issued yesterday. Park officials say anyone caught violating these restrictions will face felony charges. And today, Governor Andy Beshear announced that wildfires have scorched more than 30,000 acres across the Commonwealth since November 3rd. A state of emergency was declared in eastern Kentucky as multiple wildfires rage in that area of the Commonwealth, including Goshen County, where an Oldham County firefighter died while fighting that blaze. Tonight, 330 firefighters from forestry teams across the U.S. are on the ground. Phil Pendleton has more on the story.
They traveled 3 days from Idaho to help weary firefighters in eastern Kentucky.
Fire season slowed down for us back at home, so we're able to come and help down here.
First up Wednesday was tackling fires along Kentucky 1350 that were set early in the morning.
What's happened here is we've had what we call a hot set, where somebody has come and they've ignited a wildfire for reasons unknown.
5 to 15 acres burned in the Sextons Creek area. No homes were damaged, but it did leave a smoky, hot mess in the area.
We believe that it was set at the bottom near the roadway, and with the unburnt fuel above the fire, it gave the fire an opportunity to burn uphill at a rapid pace.
The Idaho crew will likely stay about another week.
It's different than back home with the fuel type and the fire behavior. I mean, we have light flashy, a lot of grass fuels and a lot of heavy timber canyons, whereas a lot of this hardwood litter, we don't have a lot of hardwood litter back home.
The goal for everyone is protection and keeping the flames away from homes.
Me and the Clay County Ranger were on a fire last night that was right behind somebody's home.
Some fire did come within 100 feet of a home, but none were damaged.
Well, more local news now. MedCenter Health is expanding to offer more services to expectant mothers, as well as creating a new emergency department and urgent care. 3 new projects are planned to expand in both Bowling Green and Glasgow, one of which is a 5-story patient care tower at the medical center's Bowling Green campus. It will be the new location for women and children's services and will feature expanded space for antepartum, labor and delivery, C-section suites, and a level 3 neonatal intensive care unit. A second project will create the region's first ever combined emergency department and urgent care. This will be located at the Hub on Lovers Lane. And in Glasgow, a new medical office will feature outpatient diagnostic testing and specialty clinics. All 3 projects are expected to begin in spring of 2024. A local organization is helping people get back on their feet tonight. The Goodwill Opportunity Center in Bowling Green is spreading some goodwill as they work to hold an Opportunity Expo today. The event helps those who have been either incarcerated or homeless get back on their feet and re-enter the workforce.
When you hear Goodwill, you typically relate that to our retail stores, but we're so much more than that. We have opportunity centers across the state, and 11 opportunity centers, and in each of those we also offer assistance helping people to get jobs and removing barriers in order to help them to keep their jobs.
If you or someone you know could possibly benefit from the Goodwill services, try contacting the nearest Opportunity Center near you. More details can be found on our website later tonight. That is WNKY.com. Well, for many children who are adopted or in foster care, this time of year can be difficult. Since this is the giving time of the year, the people at the Family Enrichment Center say the donation of time can actually go much further than money. News 40 reporter Tucker Covey learned more today. He joins us now in the studio.
Yes, Morgan, the Family Enrichment Center is a great place for families to learn about adopting, but they cannot do everything on their own. Many families who have adopted need support, and the center encourages thinking about community this holiday season. Take a look. At the Family Enrichment Center in Bowling Green, resources are available to families who have or are interested in adopting, but many of these families need community support.
A lot of people who do adopt may need some support, that there are ways that you can support and help people who have adopted is really, really great, and so it's really helpful. Knowing that when families adopt, the adoption day is not the end of their journey.
There are many ways to help a foster or adopted family, but Folks says one of the best ways to do this is by donating time and being a loving neighbor.
Some people may not be able to adopt, but maybe they can provide a weekend respite for a family that has adopted, just to give people a little bit of a break or some help, or just babysit and give them a weekly night out.
Other groups in the community are also working to help these families, such as the Network, which does a monthly meal drop to families, building relationships along the way.
The meal drop, especially because it's been going on for a long time, and a lot of the people who are volunteering to drop a meal to a family are the same ones who have been dropping since day one, and this started during COVID. So this has been a while, and so these have become relationships.
There are plenty of opportunities to give this time of year. The network has volunteer opportunities available. Mattingly says many of their volunteers have become very close to the families they help. Morgan?
All right, Tucker. And tonight, community members are gathering to Back the Blue. A benefit concert is set to kick off in just about an hour at Sky Pack in downtown Bowling Green. The event is benefiting Bowling Green officer Matt Davis, who was shot and injured in the line of duty back in July. Tonight, the Charlie Daniels Band Legacy will hit the stage. A silent auction is also being held. All proceeds tonight will go to Officer Davis and his family to help him during this recovery. We'll have more on the benefit concert coming up tonight at 10. But for now, still to come on News 40 at 5, the Thanksgiving holiday travel rush officially kicks off tomorrow. What you need to know to stay healthy all holiday season long. But first, Weather Chief Chris Allen is back after the break with a full look at our forecast. That's coming up next.
WNKY News 40, broadcasting live from the German American Bank studio in downtown Bowling Green.
Breast cancer is a leading cause of cancer death among women in the United States. In Kentucky, over 30,000 people will be diagnosed this year. Early detection reduces your risk and increases treatment options. MedCenter Health Diagnostic Imaging offers digital and 3D mammography, ultrasound, and MRI options for early detection. Our 6 locations across South Central Kentucky make it easy for you to schedule your mammogram close to home. Our team cares for people
together. At Infinity Pipeline, your family is our family. Our employees are the foundation of what we do. And what matters to you matters to us. We're now hiring the next generation of skilled workers to help grow our community. Apply now. InfinityPipeInc.com.
No one wins alone.
NASCAR is really a team sport.
You need your mechanics, your pit crew to make everything come together.
No different at Morgan & Morgan. That attorney has a great team behind him that makes them the winning team.
It's time for Nat's annual Christmas Bikes for Kids.
And you can help by donating a new or gently used bike.
At Nat's Outdoor Sports. The bike shop at Nat's Outdoor Sports will make any needed repairs.
And the Bowling Green JCs will distribute bikes to underprivileged children throughout our community.
Nat's will be accepting new and used bikes until December 5th. Nat's Bikes for Kids, sponsored by WNKY News 40.
I'll hit Woohoo 107.
And these great sponsors.
My name is Steve Cherry, and I've been a client with FHE for 27 years. The thing that was most appealing to me was the service that this company offers. The team at FHE is just unbelievable. It is a relationship. You can go into a store and not know the people that you're working with at all, whereby when I come into this store, I know them personally, and I love that personal touch that they always leave with.
We're back with Weather Chief Chris Allen. Chris, all week we've been talking about new burn bans put in place. We need some rain. Maybe that's coming soon.
Yeah, as soon as midnight tonight, that'll start to kind of creep in from the west all day tomorrow. But the thing is, with this first system, it's going to be so fast that we're not going to get a lot of rain out of it. It's going to be a fast-moving system. But the one coming toward the beginning of the week, that's the one to keep an eye on as far as getting some beneficial rain. Right now, live radar is quiet. The clouds are on the increase. That is going to continue as we get into this evening, especially. Right now from the airport, it's still 70 degrees with a southwest wind at 3, humidity 49%. The dew point is at 50. So We've got still a dry atmosphere, but these numbers are showing some change in the atmosphere that is finally going to bring us some rainfall that we absolutely need, and it's coming. Here's a look at the surface map in the next 40 hours. We've had this flow coming up out of the south and southeast around a big ridge of high pressure, which is now out in the Atlantic. Here come the clouds and the fast-moving cold front that is going to come in and start to pick up on some available Gulf moisture. And eventually that moisture is going to come trickling in late tonight, probably after midnight, through the day tomorrow. It'll start as light rain at first and then become a more steadier rain as we get into the morning hours tomorrow and around lunchtime. After that, there will be a few showers in the wake of the front as it moves on through. And then the temperatures start to go down. And again, because it is such a fast-moving system, it's not going to have time to park over the area, stall out maybe, and get a low-pressure system riding along the front. That would squeeze out more available moisture and make it a better rainfall or a beneficial rainfall for our area. But that's not going to happen with this particular system. High pressure builds in pretty quickly, so fast clearing after the front passes tomorrow night and into Saturday. We may start with a few clouds and even a little patchy fog on Saturday morning, but skies will become mostly sunny during the day, and you see that wind coming in from the north, which is going to make it more chilly. Now, potential rainfall starting late tonight through Saturday morning early. At best, we'll get a quarter inch of rain. Some of you will not get that much. Lesser amounts as you head back to the north and west, but it's the system on Monday that's the one that we're going to kind of hang our hats on, that this one's going to be more beneficial. Monday into Tuesday, possible 1 to 2 inches of rain, a good steady rain, and even a few thunderstorms on Tuesday as we get more of a convective type system that will make the lightning and the thunder and maybe some brief heavy rains across the area. Lighter amounts will be back to the west, but this is what we need, and that will put a dent in that deficit that we have right now. 58 tonight, a 50% chance of showers moving in after midnight tonight, a south wind at 11, and your 7-day forecast showing the rainy day tomorrow. 90% coverage, 66. And then much cooler Saturday and Sunday with sunshine up mid to upper 50s. Then there's that second wave coming Monday and Tuesday in the low 60s. Look how cold it gets for Thanksgiving. I told you it was coming, and now it is. Look at that high of only 43, and the lows will be in the 20s. Yeah. Here's what's coming up tonight on NBC 40.
Home is more than a house. Wherever you are in your journey of homeownership, German American Bank is here to support you. Our team of dedicated mortgage loan professionals can help you with lending solutions featuring low or no down payment, assistance for closing costs and improvement projects, or even loans specifically for first-time home buyers. We're here to tell you, homeownership is achievable. German American Bank, member FDIC.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
At Abound Credit Union, we're for your peace of mind and solutions that are a piece of cake. We're for bills getting smaller and cash flow getting larger. We're for consolidating debt and saving you money, because Abound is for personal loans that bring value for living.
It's the annual enrollment period for Medicare Advantage plans, and you have a choice, which is why Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here to help you get all the benefits you qualify for. Give us a call today at 800-613-0787 for a plan review with a licensed agent. We'll help you make the most of your budget. Ask about our $0 monthly premium plans that include dental, vision, and hearing, along with transportation, a gym membership, and $0 copays for prescriptions. We also have plans to help you pay for groceries, over-the-counter health items, and utilities like cell phone, all on a single prepaid MasterCard. Call Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield at 800-613-0787 for your Medicare Advantage plan review. Find a plan with all the benefits you're eligible for. We're here to help, so you never go it alone. That's our anthem.
Football Frenzy is back in South Central Kentucky.
WNKY News 40 is your home for high school football.
The most schools,
The most highlights.
the most coverage.
Catch Football Frenzy Friday nights at 10 on WNKY News 40.
Well, today is the Great American Smokeout, a time to focus on quitting smoking. The American Cancer Society says it takes time and requires a plan. So if you're thinking about kicking the habit, consider these ways to help you quit, and taking that first step is the most important. The past decade in the U.S., the number of tobacco smokers has declined, but about 34 million American adults still haven't kicked the habit. That's according to the American Cancer Society.
There's really nothing more important that you can do for your health than to stop smoking.
Smoking can lead to heart and lung disease, stroke, diabetes, and cancer.
42% of cancers are preventable. Half of that is from tobacco.
There's not one right way to quit smoking, but experts say start by thinking about why you want to quit. Write down your reasons and look back on them when you want to smoke. Next, set a quit day, making a strong personal commitment to stop. Let others know of your plan so they can support and help you. And finally, plan how you want to quit. For most people, it'll be a combination of medicine, a method to change personal habits, and emotional support.
Quitting smoking is really hard and it's very difficult, but people can get there.
When you do quit, the 4 Ds can help fight the urge to smoke. Delay for 10 minutes and repeat if needed. Deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. Drink water slowly, sip by sip. And finally, do something else. Get up, move around.
It may take 1 time, it may take 2 times, it may take 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, but not giving up on it is incredibly important.
The American Cancer Society says you can help yourself be successful by preparing before your quit day. Begin cutting down on the number of cigarettes you smoke each day. Cut back on when and where you use tobacco. Try substitutes instead and go as long as you can without giving into a craving. Well, many studies have shown the dangers of smoking tobacco during pregnancy. Now a new study is sounding the alarm on marijuana use during pregnancy. According to research published in the journal Addiction, infants born to mothers who used marijuana while pregnant were twice as likely to be underweight and nearly twice as likely to be born premature. The infants were also more than twice as likely to be admitted to the NICU. Marijuana use in pregnancy has been on the rise in recent decades, more than doubling between 2002 and 2017. CDC says that marijuana use during pregnancy can also lead to impulsivity, hyperactivity, attention issues, and other behavioral issues in children, as well as an increased chance of autism. Thanksgiving, of course, is 1 week from today, and that means the start of a holiday season filled with gatherings and travel. It's also the start of a busy season for flu, RSV, and COVID. So how do you keep your household happy and healthy this holiday season? Karen Kafa explains.
Thanksgiving kicks off the bustling holiday season filled with fun, friends, family, and the potential for viruses. Dr. Mandy Cohen, director of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, says it takes time after a flu, COVID, or RSV vaccine to build up maximum protection. So the sooner you get a shot, the better.
It does take about 2 weeks for your body to build up the maximum amount of antibodies, but it's never too late. Right behind Thanksgiving, we know we get right into the rest of the holiday season, and we want to be protected again as we're going to holiday parties, we're getting into Christmas and New Year's.
The CDC recommends that everyone ages 6 months and older get a flu vaccine this fall and an updated COVID-19 vaccine, even if you had one last year.
That virus has changed, and the protection you've gotten from past infection or from getting the COVID COVID vaccine has decreased.
Adults over 60 and parents of infants should talk to doctors about whether an RSV vaccine is appropriate for themselves or their little ones. And Cohen says there are easy steps to protect against picking up infections in crowded places like airports and malls.
Masks do work to protect you from what the viruses that are circulating. Of course, wash your hands, bring some hand sanitizer with you, and if you have the opportunity, open a window and go to places where there's more ventilation.
And if you're sick, stay home. It's a season for spreading joy, not germs. In Washington, I'm Karen Kafa.
Well, still to come on News 40 at 5, a Kentucky youth group is working to change the Kentucky Constitution after discovering language that relates to slavery. The details after this.
If you or anyone in your family has been injured, call America's largest injury law firm. Call Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
From the moment a claim is filed, Big Insurance has a team working on their side. You need your own team, a team that investigates a scene, looks for witnesses, and works for you. At Florence, Hempel & Stewart, we get results with recoveries like $1.1 million, $1.2 million, and even $1.7 million for our injured clients. Hire an attorney to take on Big Insurance. Hire our team.
I'm waking up my day, so let's get it started. Turn it up, turn it on, keep the morning moving right along. Yeah, I'm waking up my day, News 40 sunrise way. I'm waking up my day, WNKY. Yeah, we're the force to get you out the door. I'm waking up my day, the News 40 sunrise way.
Weekday morning starting at 6.
Just rockin' and rollin', baby.
Cut back tomorrow.
We got you all fixed up. Got it all fixed up for you, man.
Let there be light, ma'am.
Looks like she finally called JB.
All across America, it's Black Friday. But at your local Ford dealer, it's more like Bright Friday, thanks to big savings on vehicles that will brighten your holidays, like Ford F-150, Explorer, Expedition, and Bronco Sport. There's new inventory arriving daily, and now big bonus cash on top of current offers. Hurry, Ford's Bright Friday event ends November 30th. Brighten up your holidays in a new Bronco Sport with 2.9% for 60, plus $1,500 bonus cash during the Ford Bright Friday sales event.
Well, even after slavery was abolished more than 150 years ago in 1865, language regarding slavery still exists on the books in more than a dozen states, including here in Kentucky. Now, a youth group in a small Kentucky town is stepping up to create a change. Julia Sandor has their story.
I can't overstate how important it is for this kind of thing to bring people together, to show that a deeper way of love is possible and can make real change in the world.
While South Elkhorn Christian Church may sit empty on a Tuesday afternoon, it's typically filled with people from all walks of life. Senior minister Michael Swartzentruber doesn't just preach the Word of God, but also teaches inclusive love.
I was preaching a sermon on Philemon and brought up the issue of slavery and mentioned that slavery still exists on the books in Kentucky, in Article 25 of Kentucky's Constitution. And in a conversation subsequent to that, the youth were inspired, as audacious as it may sound, to do something big and try and change the Kentucky Constitution.
The section reads, slavery and involuntary servitude in this state are forbidden, except as a punishment for crime, whereof the party shall have been duly convicted. Still on the books, it sparked the minds of the youth group at South Elkhorn, prompting them to step up in front of those in the city and state.
So the youth spoke most recently at a legislative subcommittee hearing, and before that had some experience doing some work with the Fayette County Human Rights Commission in drafting a resolution and then speaking on behalf of that resolution to the Lexington-Fayette Urban County government.
Throughout the year, they've made strides to create change, he says, pushing back on the stigma of negativity placed over their generation.
So I'm proud, I'm excited, I'm hopeful. This is an energizing kind of thing, and it's something that we get to do together as a church. And to think of youth leading us as church just fills me with joy.
And they say they're in it for the long haul.
Well, stay with us. We'll have a final look at your forecast coming up right after this.
Do you want to experience the atmosphere? The hard hits. I got Big Red. Game day on the hill is the place to be.
Purchase your tickets today. Go Tops!
Celebrate the winning season all November long at the Mint Gaming Hall at Bowling Green, featuring an elevated gaming experience with the newest games, sophisticated bars, delicious eats, entertainment, and more. Win up to $2,000 in cash, gift cards, and more in our holiday drawings Wednesday, November 22nd through Saturday the 25th. Drawings at 5, 7, and 9 p.m. Stop in and win this holiday season at the Mint Gaming Hall Bowling Green.
Winning just got closer. Summer skies, they warm up everything. Then fall comes around, and you know it's getting near. Christmas, my favorite time.
Experience so much Christmas the way Santa does.
I'm attorney Deborah Brose. I am committed to my clients across South Central Kentucky. But don't just take it from me. If you've been injured in a car wreck, I can help. Call our office today for a free consultation.
At Infinity Pipeline, your family is our family. Our employees are the foundation of what we do. And what matters to you matters to us. We're now hiring the next generation of skilled workers to help grow our community. Apply now. InfinityPipeInc.com.
The competition is on.
This is nerve-wracking.
Do you have what it takes for Jeopardy? Weeknights at 6 on NBC 40.
Welcome back. Chris, some rain later tonight.
Finally.
Yes.
It's not going to be much, but at least it's a little bit. 58 tonight. Cloudy skies, rain moving in mainly after the midnight hour. And then during the day tomorrow, a rainy day, 66. Much cooler for Saturday and Sunday. The best chance of rain Monday and Tuesday next week.
All right, Chris, thank you so much. Thank you, Tom, for joining us tonight. We'll see you at 6 on CBS.
Nice. Preparation for taking hostages from Israel on the attack of 7.